Let's get started. Number 9. The cactus water hack. Imagine you're lost in a desert with an empty water bottle. The sun's blazing down ruthlessly, and your throat feels like sandpaper. Suddenly, you recall a scene from an old survival show where you were told that cactus could be a good source of hydration. But that survival hack for hydration could probably be the last time you hydrate yourself. Most cacti don't contain water. Instead, they hold poison. That refreshing juice isn't crystal clear hydration. It's a thick, bitter soup full of alkaloids your body wants nothing to do with. Think of it as gulping a smoothie made of battery acid and soap. When it hits your stomach, it soon responds with vomiting and diarrhea so fast it makes the whole desert jealous. The only cactus with semi-drinkable fluid is the fishhook barrel cactus, and even that tastes like vinegar mixed with misery. Drink too much of it, and you'll end up losing even more water than before. Cacti aren't your desert water fountains. They're basically biochemical booby traps. Cutting them open doesn't mean survival. It's just going to make things worse. Number 8. Sucking out the snake bite. You're out hiking with your friend when you feel a sudden sting on your ankle. You look down to see 2 neat puncture marks with a little blood and a slithering retreat into the grass. Your friend goes, "Don't worry, I saw this in a movie," then lunges toward your leg like a wannabe cowboy medic. The only thing he's about to suck out is your final hope of surviving comfortably. Snake venom spreads through your lymphatic system, not your veins. It moves slowly, not instantly, but once it's in, it's in. By the time you pull out your knife or make a heroic incision, the venom's already traveling. Sucking on the wound doesn't remove it. It just adds bacteria and gives your friend a possible dose of venom for dessert. Cutting it out can make things worse. It's how infections begin in the first place. You're basically turning one puncture wound into an open highway for microbes. Staying calm and getting medical help is your best option. You ain't no cowboy or an action hero. You're a person who just learned that sometimes the best survival move is not do anything stupid. Number 7. Drinking seawater sip by sip. You're out there sailing in sea, no land in sight. Just you and a raft, stranded in the middle of an ocean that stretches to infinity. Your lips crack and your tongue feels like leather. Your thirsty brain thinks, maybe just a sip won't hurt. Don't listen to it. Seawater contains about 3 times more salt than your body can handle. Even the thought of drinking it can make your kidneys panic. When you drink seawater, your kidneys are forced to use your body's own water to flush out the salt. You're basically dehydrating yourself from the inside out. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. As you drink more, your brain gets foggy and hallucinations start to kick in. You start seeing land that isn't actually there. Historical shipwreck survivors tell the same story. The ones who drank seawater died first. The ones who resisted waited for rain or caught fish for fluids. Those were the ones found alive. Number 6. Rubbing 2 sticks for fire. You've seen it 1,000 times. The lone survivor, huddled in the rain, rubbing sticks together until fire bursts to life like magic. Starting a fire by friction is one of the hardest survival tasks out there. You need bone-dry wood, 0 humidity, perfect technique, and enough stamina to power a treadmill for hours. Even experts fail at it sometimes. What you actually get is sore hands, smoke, and the crushing realization that you've just spent 2 hours achieving nothing but disappointment. Fire isn't born from optimism, it's born from preparation. So you can rub sticks if you're bored. But if you want to survive, carrying a lighter or waterproof matches is your best bet. Number 5. Curling up in the car during a blizzard. Imagine your car is stranded in a white void of snowfall. You can't see more than a few meters ahead, so you do the most logical thing you can think of. Stay inside and wait for help. Seems smart, right? Well, not quite. Your car is now turning into a slow-motion gas chamber. When snow blocks your exhaust pipe, carbon monoxide builds up inside. You won't even notice it. You'll feel warm, drowsy, maybe even comfortable, right before you pass out for good. If you want to survive, you have to think differently. Run the engine only 10 minutes every hour, and only if the exhaust pipe is clear. Crack a window slightly, even if it's freezing. It keeps the air moving. Your car is a shelter, not a coffin. Keep the air flowing, stay visible, and keep that tailpipe clear, because the blizzard won't kill you faster than your car might. Number 4, lightning never strikes the same place twice. Tell that to the Empire State Building. It gets struck around 20 times every year. Lightning doesn't take notes, it takes shortcuts. And if you're standing in the wrong spot, you're next. When a storm rolls in, most people think, I'll be fine, it won't hit me. That kind of optimistic thinking might just be your last thought ever. If you're in an open field, never lie flat. That increases surface area and makes you part of the electrical circuit. You want to be small and grounded, not flat and exposed. And here's the warning sign everyone ignores. If your hair stands up or the air crackles, that's electricity building around you. You have seconds, maybe less. Lightning's not random. It likes the tallest, loneliest thing around. Don't be that thing. Don't let lightning be your luck tester. Number 3, the river flow compass. Imagine being alone and stranded in a forest. No clues, no map, just you and your half-knowledge. Then you remember that old saying about following the flow of river when lost. It does sound logical. Rivers may lead to civilizations, but they also lead to cliffs, waterfalls, and traps that don't end well for humans. Rivers do sometimes guide you home, but they also carve through terrain that's completely impassable. A single misstep on a wet rock, and you're swept into a current faster than you can scream. If you're going to follow a river, do it from a distance. Stay on higher ground, parallel to the flow. Use it as a reference, not a highway. And if the river starts to roar or vanish into a gorge, back off. Water can lead you to safety, but it keeps flowing without any stoppage. It doesn't care whether you float or sink. Number 2, the build a fire inside your shelter myth. You've built the perfect survival hut. Night falls, the cold bites, and you think, why not light a fire inside? Keep it warm, cozy, and cinematic. Except, in reality, that cozy glow becomes toxic death gas in about 10 minutes. Smoke doesn't magically drift through that little hole in the roof you carved. It collects and displaces oxygen, flooding your lungs with carbon monoxide. It's odorless, invisible, and fatal. You'll fall asleep feeling warm and never wake up. Fire's a tool, not a toy. Treat it right, and it keeps you alive. Trap it wrong, and it warms you for good. Number 1, retracing your steps when lost. You're out there hiking and suddenly realize that you're off trail. Your brain instantly says, just go back. Here's the cruel twist. Your brain lies to you under stress. Landmarks look different in reverse. You convince yourself you've seen that tree before, but maybe you haven't. You start walking in circles. This happens to almost everyone. It's called circular walking, and it's why lost hikers are often found dead less than 2 miles from where they started. They thought they were retracing their path. Actually, they weren't. The real survival move is to stop moving. Mark your location and build a visible signal. Rocks, logs, anything geometric that nature wouldn't make. Blow your whistle 3 times. That's the universal distress call. Rescue teams search in grids. Stationary people get found. Wanderers get written about later. In survival, movement feels productive, but stillness saves lives. That's all for this video. Make sure to subscribe to watch similar videos in the future.